aspects of what we need, period. Because I'm talking to other staff in field, and they're like, just make sure that, obviously I would do a uniform inspection, right? On all the fucking on that part. And when it comes to the mess night on Wednesdays, the Breeze people will take care of everything except for the actual like ceremony section. That'll be on us, but they'll come out, they'll serve the food to you. You're like, I would say coordinate with first sergeant, ask first sergeant these questions, because if first sergeant, you busy?
I have no idea. That's what they
They doing a special on you?
Yeah, because this is all they sent me.
Yeah, so maybe they just forgot. Because there is...
Mass on, how are you? Not much, not much. Hey, if the weather's nice. Okay, yeah, no, I'm talking about the tropical depression.
That's first sergeant?
So apparently Corporal Wentz called me earlier.
G6?
I don't know. So I got the email. I'm looking at it.
645?
On the 23rd and the 24th of last month. So,
You said what?
I already called the call.
what are you doing? Oh. At the airport. You got things to do? That's fine. Apparently, all the other males.
She did what she had to do. When we separated the jump off at 6, she had
Welcome to another Motivated Thursday afternoon. We all know what Thursdays consist of in the barracks, right? Another section. Chill. All right. Hey, can I get 5 volunteers?
Hey, if you just recently moved to third deck and you didn't throw your carpet outside like you were supposed to, that carpet's gotta go. If
Right? So you 5, along with Corporal Ferris, are going to go over to Camp Lester, right? The building, 6041, building 6041. It's the isolation bed for COVID positive. You're not going to be around any positive cases. You're not going to go up on the second deck where all the positive COVID cases are, or whatever, right? You're just going to help them. Is everybody willing to go over there and do that?
Yes, sir.
I have one question. Go change it. Go get back in Cammy's.
I'll find it.
So you know when you go into the gate of Lester, right? And you come up, once you get through the gate, you like right there. It's like right before the gym. You know where the gym is on Lester? What are we gonna be doing there? Kill.
That's a good word.
He said he was leaving it all up to the,
Anything like that yet today?
no, nothing like that. The CDO came on deck twice, but that was it.
Okay. Alright.
I took a poncho over there, in my DV, and then
Either way, you're either around there or the food being pressed, right? If you're fully vaccinated, it's a isolation.
It's weighing the options.
Right.
And I think it also said when I was reading through it that if you do something specific, you can. There's Fuji Express can figure out on areas as well. I thought.
Pretty much the same flight, just from what I understand, the Fuji Express guarantees you a seat. Yeah. So what
You tell me to jump, I say how high.
So obviously you see this is rotted wood, rotted,
Black mold.
black mold. What can we do to fucking get this shit fixed?
Have Nino
How long will it take to get this fixed?
a couple weeks. We gotta get materials, we gotta get everything. And judging by how deep it is into the wood, they're gonna have to basically prop the sink on stilts.
The barracks, we are back to mask on unless you're in what room?
Our room.
Your room. The only place you can't have a mask on your face, that you're not required to have a mask on your face at, is in your own private residence. Is this the entire building your private residence? Is this whole building your private residence?
It is not.
What is your private residence?
My own room.
Your own private room with you and your on your face.
Mask.
A mask. So can we get that passed around to people? About a week. Have you told him yet?
No, not yet.
We can go to. What section? What's your name, by the way?
Oh,
Cho? So you work for GFFE? Sergeant Espino, Master Sergeant Kenton, right? You run a PFT?
not yet.
¿Tijeras? Ligadura. Tres.
Cool. You put the work with it.
For those ones, now is the time. So what I'm trying to do is I'm trying to get like an order for all four heads.
As in, it's ordered like.
My name is Staff Sergeant Jesse Harrell. I've been in the Marine Corps for 14 years. I would work at headquarters in Support Battalion, Bravo Company Gunner Sergeant. I deployed to Iraq in 2008 with 1st Battalion, 12th Marines, the Artillery Battalion out of Hawaii. My battery was stationed in Ramadi, Iraq, and we were there for 8 months. Well, that night, it was December 22nd of 2008. We were on a resupply mission from Baghdad to TQ. We were driving down MSR Mobile in between Baghdad and Ramadi. We were about to go over the bridge right there over the Euphrates River. The right lane traffic bridge was blown up and no one could cross it, so we had to cross over the median to go over the bridge on the left side of the road. And I was the second Vic in the convoy. Once we crossed over the median, the insurgent hit the remote to detonate the remote detonated IED that was right there in the median that no one saw. And when it went off, it shot our MRAP 50 feet in the air, and it dropped and landed. And at first, wasn't really sure what happened. You know, kind of dazed a little bit. And there was myself and two other Marines and one corpsman in the vehicle. We were all a little shooken up at first. It took us a couple minutes to figure out what was happening. And once we realized what was happening, the rest of the convoy stepped up and did everything that they were supposed to do. And then we sat on the side of the road for about 6 hours waiting for EOD to show up. And then once they showed up and cleared the areas to identify that there was no more IEDs in that area, they cleared us to finish our mission. And then we drove another 6 hours to TQ. Once we got there, had to wait until that next morning. All 4 of us went to the medical location to get screened out. And that's when they did the exam. Found out that I had a ruptured eardrum from the explosion. Then, as well as my equilibrium was off because it caused me to lose hearing. And I was unable to keep my balance. And I still have those troubles today, but it's one of the things that I've learned to live with and work out over time. But the explosion also gave me a mild traumatic brain injury, which is the thing that they were more concerned about. And they made me set out and take a little R&R for a couple weeks, for about 2 weeks, before I could actually rejoin my platoon and continue to fight. Never left country until we all left together. While I was there, they were very few and far between. Maybe 1 or 2 a week at the most. So it was something that we really weren't expecting. It was their main source of fire, but it was kind of like slowed down a little bit at the time. So in the area that I was in at that time, from what I remember from that time frame, the main focus was on Afghanistan, and Iraq was kind of dying down a little bit. First, it was like, okay, do I have all my limbs and fingers and toes? Am I still alive? And then once I realized that all of that was the case, it was like, and took a deep breath, I was like, wow, did that really just happen? Like, I wasn't really sure that it actually happened. Was kind of like my initial reaction. So it was kind of a shock, not really. Didn't really want to believe it at first. So that was my initial reaction. No, I didn't. Because at the time,